Hey everyone, g'day. This is Lad from the Woods on Voice in the Wilderness. I guess I got that a little backwards. It's a Voice in the Wilderness with Lad from the Woods. I was just getting ready to go grocery shopping, and I was watching this person that's on my screen here. This is Abby D. Phillip, okay? This moron is the same moron that skewered Bernie back in 2016, in which she used, 2020, in which she used some sexist comments that actually didn't happen, but she insisted on asking, and it kind of, Warren and all these people didn't stand up. Anyway, this thing. Hey everyone, this is just a little sidebar for the video that I'm doing because I didn't put it in when I did it, but this is of course regarding Abby D. Phillip of CNN, and of course I'm talking about how she got her job, but anyways, I'm going to read you an article from the Associated Press regarding Miss Phillip, okay? Just to give you an idea of what this woman did to Bernie. Anyways, New York, CNN is drawing fire from Bernie Sanders supporters for a debate moderator's question that appeared to dismiss his denial of a story that he had told rival Elizabeth Warren, there's a traitor, that a woman couldn't win the presidential election. The issue, first raised in a story reported by CNN earlier this week, became a part of CNN's coverage Tuesday of a debate between the Democratic presidential candidates, co-sponsors with the Des Moines Register. Okay, we're going to okay, so the next, yeah, just everything's going off today. Okay, we'll just keep reading it. Sanders was pressed by CNN political correspondent Abby Phillip, subject of our little video, one of the debate moderators, who asked him, "I want to be clear here. You're saying that you never told Senator Warren that a woman could not win the election." Bernie replies, "That is correct." So then Abby Phillip turns to Elizabeth Warren and asks, "What did you think when Senator Sanders told you a woman could not win an election?" There was some laughter from the audience, and Sanders shook his head. It was an odd moment. Phillip, a veteran of the Washington Post, ABC News, and Politico. Good God. I mean, this is what they're down to hiring. I mean, this blank-eyed, cud-chewing creature, that just is, there's nothing there, complete empty suit. Anyways, was appearing to dismiss Sanders' denial or imply that it was not believable. That's exactly what happened. The fact that CNN broke the initial story about the alleged conversation between the candidates, first based on an anonymous sourcing, but then confirmed by Warren, added another layer of intrigue. It provoked anger among Sanders supporters on Twitter. I was one of them. One of whom wrote that fellow fans of the Vermont senator should tweet to CNN and let them know just how bad and unreasonable its work on the debate has been. Yeah, it was terrible. The Poynter Institute, a journalism think tank, wrote Wednesday that it was a stunning moment, stunning in its ineptness and it's stunning in its unprofessionalism. Now, that's what the Poynter Institute says about a person that CNN has given a Sunday morning full-time show. Someone that is stunning someone who makes a stunning in its ineptness and stunning in its unprofessionalism, okay? Abby Phillip is inept, and she's definitely not professional. And I don't know who paid her or who got her to do what she did to Bernie, but that was on purpose, okay? Phillip's question, I'll continue. Phillip's question to Warren was tantamount to calling Sanders a liar, and that certainly should not be the moderator's job, especially when Phillip had the opportunity to ask Warren directly if Sanders ever told her that, Poynter said. If Warren said yes, then and only then should Phillip have asked what Warren thought. Anyway, of course, CNN wouldn't publish and everything because, basically she was probably told by someone, maybe Jeff Zucker, I don't know, at CNN to say, okay, well, we're going to reward you down the road, but you need to do this because Bernie's getting too close and da-da-da-da. One little chop. How Elizabeth Warren gets involved with it with her so-called friend, I don't know. But anyways, we'll never trust Elizabeth Warren again. But the point is that she was rewarded with a Sunday morning show. And I wanted to read this to you, okay? And just remember, it was a stunning moment from Abby Phillip. Stunning in her ineptness and stunning in her unprofessionalism, okay? All right, I'm going to edit this into the video that I'm now putting together for, there we go, okay? And there's other videos coming. Listen on. Anyway, this thing here, who's got the look in her eyes of a cow, a dull-minded cow chewing its cud, because that's about as how intelligent she is. So anyway, I'm watching her program this morning, and I'm telling you, folks, this woman couldn't say World War III enough times in her article. It was one after another. World War III, World War III. I mean, she's literally chomping at the bit. Now, this girl, I don't know who she is. She only got her job because she skewered Bernie, and this was her reward, was getting her own early morning TV show on CNN. But as I said, she's got the dull look of a cow chewing its cud, which to me is meaning she's a fucking moron. And obviously, has no inkling what World War III could mean or anything like this. She couldn't find enough different ways to try to get the general that was on her, or colonel or general that was on her show this morning, enough different ways to ask this guy about World War III, World War III, World War III. Well, first of all, we're not in World War III, okay? Number two, Joe Biden isn't FDR. Putin isn't Hitler. There is no comparison. But this moron, who's obviously not studied her history, has no idea what she's talking about. I look at people like her and realize that they didn't grow up in school like we did, the boomer generation and Gen X, maybe some millennials, but I doubt that, is that we grew up with the duck and cover thing, which scared the living piss out of us. And then the teachers would bring in, the TV on the stand, and then they would show us, the government black and white thing over nuclear bombs, which, of course, all us kids went home and had nightmares about. This moron, the cow that chews its cud, that look in the eye, just that dull look, a cow standing in a field, and it's like, that's this one. That's about as much intelligence as she has. And she's obviously the token black person for that time of day, because it was all white people except for the Fareed Zakaria. And sometimes he's brilliant, sometimes he's not. But anyways, I'd much rather listen to him about things, because he's probably more my age, and he's probably been through the same thing, duck and cover. But this moron hasn't. So she's going on and on and on, World War III, World War III. And it's like, holy fuck, shut up already. It isn't World War III. And, she asked the guy 3 different times in 3 different ways about flyovers, and he said, no, flyovers are not the answer here, blah, 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 blah. She couldn't accept that answer this morning. And it was either you're so dumb that you don't get it, or you're just willfully trying to get people stirred up, which I don't understand. If I go on YouTube and I say something like that, they call it misinformation. But this idiot doesn't get that on YouTube or Twitter or anything else. And it's like, wow, man, wow. How stupid do you have to be? And it's obviously, okay, Abby D. Phillip is the epitome of stupid. And, I wish I could show you guys the video of her this morning. I don't know if it's out yet, but maybe I'll try and do that. But, I haven't made a video for a while because I haven't been feeling very well. Lots of things have gone bad here. My well's been delayed. It's still not running. The electrician hopefully is showing up this week. Anyways, I have an 80-year-old mother that sits and watches the news, and of course she's freaking out. But she's been through it all with the World War II when she was a little girl and all the rest of it. But it's just like, these people don't have any idea how much they're terrifying people for no good reason. I mean, if it comes time there's a nuclear war, the president, the senile, he thinks he's Biden, President Biden, or sorry, he thinks he's FDR, President Biden, that's who will be announcing that, I imagine, that in the emergency broadcast system. But no, I mean, I understand about what's going on with Putin. I also do understand what's going on with Ukraine as well. And fighting a world war over Ukraine simply is not worth it. I'm sorry, Ukrainian people, but, you've got the Andaz Nazis, which the Americans are supporting, which I don't support Nazis considering that my family fought them in World War II, and stuff. So I'm sorry, but, I can't go with this. Now Facebook says, well, we'll allow you to threaten to, kill the Putin and so on, but I can't say the same thing, let's say, about, I don't know, well, I wouldn't want to kill Biden because, he's just an old, senile old man. But, somebody like that, like it's only who Facebook decides you're allowed to say who you want to kill or maim or do whatever. Isn't that something? Despite my hatred. And, oh, by the way, I'll do a separate video, but you know what, people? And don't listen to this twit either, Abby Phillips. It's not the Russian people that are doing this. And that'll be a separate video, actually, because I need to talk, because everybody's starting to attack Russian things, and that's insane. Anyways, let's end this one. It's only 6-7 minutes. I just wanted to let you know about this Abby D. Phillip. If you guys remember, like I said, in the 2020 election, during one of the debates, she skewered Bernie. Even the crowd moaned at that time. Nobody said a thing, except for, a couple people in the campaign and stuff, and of course, people like me screaming about it at the time. Something that most people wouldn't remember, but I will never forgive or forget what she did to Bernie then. And, it would have been great if she'd been somebody intelligent, but she's not. She is completely moronic, has no clue about the way the world works, lives in the Washington, New York bubble, wherever she's from, and everything. And like I said, she's only gotten the job because they needed I find that insulting to black people, that you have to have special dispensation to get a job instead of getting the job on your own merits, which to me would make you a lot prouder. I imagine there's a lot of black folks that would agree with me on that. It's ridiculous. We've gone into this society where people like Abby D. Phillip get hired rather than somebody that's actually qualified to do that job. And I don't care if they're from China. I don't care if they're from Russia. I don't care. If they're qualified and should be a news person on there, great, they should be on there. I don't care if they're male or female, as long as they're qualified. Abby Phillip is clearly not qualified. And I will say it again, the only reason that woman got the job was because she skewered Bernie. Anyways, enough about Abby D. Phillip. She's not worth any more time than this. There's more important things to talk about. So anyway, thanks for coming, people. Sorry it's been so long between videos and stuff. I've just been having a rough go, but I'm going to pull out of this, I think, maybe even today. I got to do some music videos for Long Live Rock. All right, everyone, take her easy.